India summons envoy. Why Bangladesh has objected to fencing along the border. No defense structure can be constructed within 150 yards of the India-Bangladesh boundary by either side. But is wire fencing a defense structure? Here is what the disagreement is all about, and what experts have to say. New Delhi on Monday, January 13th, summoned the Bangladesh Acting High Commissioner to India, Nurul Islam, over security measures at the border, including on fencing. In a statement, the Ministry of External Affairs said it was conveyed that India had observed all agreements between the two governments and between the Border Security Force and Border Guard Bangladesh, with regards to fencing. This came after Bangladesh summoned India's High Commissioner in Dhaka, Pranay Varma, to express deep concern over recent activities of the Border Security Force, BSF, saying India had violated a bilateral agreement concerning the international border. Recently, Border Guards Bangladesh, BGB, had attempted to obstruct the construction of a barbed wire fence on the international border in West Bengal's Malda. Video footage of the incident had circulated on social media. BSF's attempts to install fencing on the international boundary has been a long-standing bone of contention between India and Bangladesh. A similar incident had occurred in August 2024 in West Bengal's Cooch Behar, days after the fall of the Sheikh Hasina government in Bangladesh. India and Bangladesh share 4,096.7 kilometers of border, the largest land border India shares with any of its neighbors. What happened in Malda? The Central Road Works Department, in collaboration with the Border Security Force, BSF, was building a single-row fence, SRF, in Malda's Kaliachak No. 3 block on the Indian side, alongside Bangladesh's Shibganj in Rajshahi district, when the BGB intervened. DIG, South Bengal Frontier, and spokesperson N.K. Pandey told the Indian Express. Our counterpart had raised some objection. We replied to them, adding that the construction was on and that the situation was normal. Then last week, Bangladesh once again objected to fencing in West Bengal's Mekhliganj in Cooch Behar district. On January 10th, villagers in Mekhliganj began fencing parts of the boundary of the Bangladeshi enclave of Dahagram Angarpata, a process facilitated by the BSF. Bangladesh's border guard attempted to stop them from erecting the 4-foot-high barbed wire fence. Villagers said the fencing was to stop cattle straying in from Bangladesh and grazing on their crops. India-Bangladesh Border Guidelines. According to the 1975 Joint India-Bangladesh Guidelines for Border Authorities, no defense structure can be constructed within 150 yards from the zero line or the international boundary by either side. India doesn't consider wire fencing to be defense structures, but Bangladesh and Pakistan do, said S.K. Sood, RETD, former additional DG BSF, who served for 38 years in the force and served as frontier commander in northwest Bengal as Inspector General for over 3 years during his service. Due to the complexity of the international border between India and Bangladesh, a result of the legacy of the partition, along the approximately 2,217 kilometers long border in West Bengal, several villages fall within the fencing line. Sometimes, villages and houses stand precisely on the international border. There are several cases where fences cannot be constructed at 150 yards or beyond from the international border, because the border is marked by villages or rivers. In North Bengal in Jalpaiguri, Dahagram Angarpata is a Bangladeshi enclave inside India, and there are fences on the zero line, explained Sood. Wherever villages and houses fall within the fencing line, gates are provided at specific places to facilitate the movement of residents. The timings for the opening and the closure of these gates are determined after discussions with local villagers and the local administration. However, in case of emergencies, there are standing instructions to BSF soldiers to open these gates.